Hi, I'm Joyce Wilson, the Executive Director of the International Defensive Pistol Association, and I'd like to welcome you to the first inaugural Smith & Wesson Backup Gun National Championship. Back about a year ago, when we were approached to do something of this nature, we decided that, you know what, this is a way cool idea, and no one better to partner with than Smith & Wesson. They've always been such a strong supporter of IDPA, and we cannot ever thank them enough for their support from the very beginning.
Menu, you will grab your gun, and we can place the hole in, you will shoot 5 rounds at that target. Whoever comes to fire says headshots.
What did you think of the last stage?
Last stage was great. I kind of liked the atmosphere. It was like I was getting ready for dinner. But I like this bug match here. It is IDPA. This is how it all started here. So having fun up here and nice seeing everybody.
What gun are you shooting?
I'm shooting a 686, 2.5 inch.
Well, when IDPA was first conceived, it was conceived to be a sport where you could use the equipment that you really carry on a day-to-day basis. Obviously it's a sport, it's not training, whatever, but when backup gun came, when the thought came out, we thought, what a grand idea. Now people will really use what they're carrying. Nobody carries a full-size 1911 or a full-size revolver, but they do carry 2-inch snubbies, and they do carry M&P compacts, and now shields even more popularly, Glock 26s and whatnot. So this was the perfect venue for people to actually test their skills with the gun that they really do carry on a day-to-day basis.
Now, what pistol are you using?
Today I'm using the Smith & Wesson Compact.
And how's that working for you?
It's working awesome. I love it.
I did shoot the match, and actually, I shouldn't complain because I didn't shoot all that poorly. I shot it all right. I mean, I'm in no contention for High Lady, but it was a real test of your ability to pay attention to that front sight and to make sure that you made every shot count. Because in this match, it's mostly limited Vickers. There were 5 targets, you had 5 shots. So it was important to watch that front sight, be on that target, and hit that down 0 so you didn't get a lot of extra seconds added to your time.
Stand by.
stage?
It's total fun. I had a procedural and I didn't do so well on my hits, but it's such a blast. And this is a super fun match.
So what do you think of the bug match in general?
It's a great concept. I mean, we have all these carry guns, but we don't have a way to shoot with them. So this is like the best of both worlds. It's awesome.
Well, Smith & Wesson has always done a wonderful job of putting together a match. Being indoors, they can use a lot of props and do a lot of things that we can't always do outdoors because of the weather. There was a great balance in the stages of light stages and dark stages and mixed lighting stages. Some of the mixed lighting stages are a lot more challenging because you may think, wow, I can really see those targets pretty well. Until you get that gun up there and the first time it goes off, you realize, maybe I really should have used the flashlight. I've done that on a couple of stages here at Smith & Wesson.
What do you think of the bedroom stage?
Pretty difficult, only in a sense from a mental standpoint. I set myself up for mental failure in respect to my plan. My shoot plan, I totally blew it on the first string, but the high side of it is I didn't allow it to get under my skin. I shot the entire stage, all 3 strings clean, and it was a good solid stage for me. Lesson learned, give yourself a little more mental flexibility in respect to how you break down a stage, how you approach it, and execute it.
So it was a very challenging match. Some of the harder stages were the ones where they put targets very, very close to non-threat targets. They used quite a bit of hard cover, so you really had to pay attention to what you're doing. Because if you not only miss the threat target and hit the non-threat, now you're down the points that you didn't get on the threat target, plus you get 5 bonus seconds for hitting that non-threat target. So it was a challenge. It was a bigger challenge than a lot of people thought. Another factor was that you don't have makeup shots. You know, we're used to, in normal IDPA scenarios, you know, say 2 on a target, your magazine's loaded to 8 or 10, you know, you've got a couple extra rounds you can put in if you missed it the first time. Can't do that in limited Vickers. You got 5 rounds and you better make them count. But it was a lot of fun, and we've heard nothing but positive comments from everybody here. And again, we can't thank Smith & Wesson enough for all that they've done for the sport of IDPA.
It was a fun shoot. I got sucker punched on those cascading targets. I came into the 3rd one and shot it, and I shot the steel behind it, and it was still there when I was going over to the other steel, and I'm thinking this target is malfunctioned, and I looked back and then I missed my other steel. It's fun. I get to shoot a revolver, so I'm here and having fun. Got a 3-inch 38, so it's a good deal.
You know, the IDPA backup gun national championships here at Smith & Wesson have been to me just a spectacular match, because this is what IDPA is all about. We always go back to the guns that we carry. And one of the things we've seen over the last 5 years is this incredible growth in concealed carry. Lots of people are carrying guns, and you know what? I would like to see their skill level soar. So competition isn't training, but competition does give you a place to test those skills. It allows you to know how you stack up and allows you to know what areas you need to focus on. One of the great things here, of course, is this is probably the finest indoor shooting facility in the world. Every time I come here, I'm amazed. And I've been coming here a long time, and it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. So from my standpoint, this is just a super place to have an event like this. And to me, this is an ideal competitive venue. One of the reasons I love to come here is Smith & Wesson is woven through the fabric of the United States. I mean, this place and the Smith & Wesson factory, their history. To me, it's more than guns. It's how this country grew. It's sort of the bones and sinew of the country. And I love coming back here, and it is a great place to shoot as well.